we have Ellie. We're going to work on her sits and downs and then recall today. She's a very sweet, loving girl. So I'm going to show you how we work through the lure sits and downs. I have treats in my hand. Let her smell the treats. Ooh. So I'm going to kind of lure her nose into that sit, and when she sits, I'm going to tell her sit, and that's when I would reward her. When all 4 feet are on the ground, she's not really a jumper, so she's not jumping at my hand to get the treats. Down. Wait till she lays down. That's when I reward. Yes, good down. When her belly's on the ground, that's when I would say good down and give her that treat. Sit. Yes, good. Good sit. Down. Wait till her butt hits the ground. Yes, good down. Good girl. So I'm just rewarding when all of her hits the ground. So when she's sitting, sit. Yes. Not batting at my hand. That's my reward. With the treat, positive marker words. Yes, good girl, good sit, etc., etc. That's my reward. Say yes, good down, or good sit, and give her that reward of the treat. Sit. Yes. Mark and reward. So I said that yes, and then I gave that treat. Down. Yes, good. Good down. She's a very great girl, very motivated and loves to work. So this is really good. Sit. When she sits, yes, good sit. She laid right down, but I gave her that reward before she laid down, so that's okay. Sit. Oh, there's lots of sweat bees over here. Sit. Yes, good sit. Positive praise. Putts. Down. Good down. All right, so we'll work on recall now. So I'm gonna get her distracted doing things, and then I don't want to say it over and over, so I don't want to be like, come, 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 because I don't want that to happen. So, Ellie, come. Yes, good girl. So I want to make that loud, obnoxious noise, and then say her name and come. That's how you teach their name and recall all at the same time. So have her go get distracted on something. Come. Yes, good girl. Throw a party when she gets to me. Good girl. Good girl. Try and get her distracted again. So I'm gonna let her venture off, go do something. Ellie, come. Yes, good girl. Give her that reward, positive marker words, and lots of praise. Throw a party. Good girl. Yes, good girl, Ellie. So I want to be super excited when she does come to me. That way she always wants to come to me. Ellie, come. Yes, good girl. She's super laid back, so she comes slowly sometimes, but it is still coming, so I still want to reward that. Are you okay? Let her go do her own thing. She's gonna go get distracted. Ellie, come. Yes, good girl. Good girl, Ellie, good. Something in my eye. Good girl. Good girl. Ellie, come. Yes, and then I'd give her that reward. Yes, and then throw her that party. Good girl. She's such a good girl. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Ellie, come. Yay, good. Good, yes. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Ellie, come. And then I give her that reward. When she gets to me, yes, good. She's a super great puppy, super sweet, loves to work. So she wants to work with you, work for you. Ellie, come. Yes. And we also play this game called the A and B game, which is great for recall and learning their names. So one person's there, one person's all the way over there. You kind of call the puppy back and forth to you. So it gets them building their recall well, and their confidence grows as well. which is always good. Ellie, come. Yes, good girl. She's very people oriented, so she kind of just wants to stay near you anyway. But it's nice to work on recall no matter what. We still want to work on it. We still want them to have a very strong recall for when they go home. You can always call them back. Sit. Sit. Yes, good girl. You always want to be able to call them back. You always want them to listen, so it's very good to work on recall all the time. You just want them to have a really strong recall. Sit. Down. Good girl. Can't really see her, but that was really cute. Down. Good girl. Good girl. It's always important to work on all of the commands on a daily basis, if not more. So she's distracted, so this is when recall would be good. She's kind of found a shitty spot. Ellie, come. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. And then, of course, after all of our sessions, we always end on lots of praise and pets. It's getting really warm out, so I don't want to work her for too long because I don't want her to get hot and sweaty. We always want her to look forward to the next time we work together. We want this to be a positive experience, so I don't want her overheating and getting too warm, but she's been a really good girl, so I'm very happy with her today. Yes, good girl, Ellie. Good girl.